Good afternoon once again, boys and girls of NC. This is Mr. C, also known as Big C. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about division with remainders. Remainders, that's an important word. I'm going to go ahead and write that down at the bottom here. I'll talk about what that word means in just a second. All right, so here it is, division. And if you're anything like me, when I see that division symbol, I get a headache. I'm just not as confident with division as I am with multiplication. And if you're feeling that way, it's okay. I'm with you. But the thing we need to understand is that division and multiplication, they're really just two different ways to say the same thing, okay? Now, you can look at division in two ways, and some people have their favorite way to look at it. My favorite way is a way called Gazinta. All right. Another way that students every year seem to actually prefer is the repeated subtraction. So subtracting a number again and again and again and again. All right. We'll look at repeated subtraction in just a second. Let's look at Gazinta. Okay. So here's how this works. The first thing we need to understand is how to say this division problem. Every time you see this division symbol, I want you to replace it with the words divided by. So this is read 24 divided by 5. Okay, now here's how the Gazinta works. How many times can 5 go into 24? But here's the catch. You have to get as close as you can to 24, but you can't go over. If you go over 24, you'll hear the and you have to do one less than that, okay? So how many times can 5 go into, or Gazinta, 24? Get as close as you can't go over, okay? Can 5 go into 24 2 times? Yeah, because 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, can you get closer? Okay. Can 5 go into 24 3 times? Well, yeah, because 5 times 3 is 15. Good, but can you get closer? Okay, I'll try. Can 5 go into 24 4 times? Yeah, because 5 times 4 is 20. I'm not over yet. Okay, good. Now, can you get closer? I'll try. Can 5 go into 24 5 times? No, because 5 times 5 is 25. I've gone 1 over. So, we said that 5 can go into 24 4 times. And how many's left over? Well, 5 times 4 is 20. And how far apart is that from 24? Well, it's 4 apart from 24. That's what's left over. That is what we call the remainder. And we write the remainder with a little r. And it literally means what's left over. Okay? So that's the kind of the Gazinta way. What's left over? I'm having trouble writing that r. Okay, what's left over? That is not a very good R, boys and girls. Okay, let's look at repeated subtraction now. Same problem, 24 divided by 5, but we're looking at it in kind of a different way. Let's say that I have 24 people on the carpet, and each one of these dots represents a person. How many times can I tell 5 people to go back and sit in their chairs? How many times can I subtract 5 people from this group? Let's see how many times we can do it. Here we go. That's once. That's twice. That's 3 times. That's 4 times. And you see what happened? I can't circle this group because there's only 4 left. 4 is what is left over. So repeated subtraction, I was able to tell 5 people to sit down 4 times, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4 people left over, and that's my remainder, written remainder 4. Okay? So that's all there is to it. Simple division with remainders. Don't forget to write that remainder with a little r. Whether or not you like Gazinta or whether or not you like repeated subtraction, I'm a Gazinta guy, but you could be a repeated subtraction person. That's perfectly okay. And if you would like to know how to change division into multiplication, be sure and check out the Truth Triangles tutorial, and that talks a little bit more about how we can change division in our minds to multiplication to make it a little easier. Thanks for watching. Be prepared for tomorrow. Have a great night.